DSTV's production of Summer Season is brought to you by The Block Nutrition. Tired and drained after a hot summer day? Come to The Block Nutrition for a refreshing, loaded tea or hydration, because The Block is always hot.
Any questions about that one? All right, pop up around this cone in a figure eight.
We got the idea actually from Kurt Hester over at Tulane. He's done it everywhere he goes. When he was at Louisiana Tech, he did it. Now that he's at Tulane, you know, he's a big integral part of why Tulane had the season they had this year. And in his eyes, that kind of started with what they call the Great Surge. The thought process behind it is just a competition, a litmus test of who are our leaders and who's going to follow and who's going to lead us to a state championship. You know, it's not about who wins and loses. It's not about the first place team, the last place team. It's just about getting out there, competing, being with our brothers, making sure we're doing the right thing all the time and following direction.
Accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no part. I could rip your squad up. I got that dog in me. So what's up? Yeah. So what's up?
Every time our team comes together and we do big events like that, and it just builds character.
It was a big bonding moment for the team. We had a lot of fun, like the games and stuff, and showing a lot of creativity with the costumes everybody had. I feel like it was a good bonding experience for the team.
The swarm was a blast. We connected together very well as a brotherhood.
I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no part. I could rip your squad up. I got that dog in me. So what's up? Yeah. So what's up?
We needed to find out who our dudes were, who was going to compete under the lights, who was going to lead, who was going to step up and be vocal. And we accomplished that. These kids gave us everything. And the best thing I took away from it, to point it out to them, is they worked really hard that night, but because they were dressed up, because they were competing, they had a ton of fun and didn't realize that they were getting their butt kicked. I mean, it was a lot of work. And for them to have fun doing it, that, you know, that was a special night. But now on a random Monday morning, a random Tuesday morning, we got to bring that same juice and energy to continue to grow, you know, this brotherhood, this family that, you know, their turn is next. And, you know, we do this for them and for them to grow and become the best young men and the best leadership and the best leaders. And this is what we have to do to prove that. On a Tuesday morning when it's hot and you're tired, the only difference was you had fun.
Guys, I can't tell you how proud I am. 7 years I've been here. Tonight's one of the proudest moments I've had because of the competition, the drive, the brotherhood, every bit of it, guys. I'm so proud of you. I love being a Yellow Jacket. I love wearing purple and gold. I love representing Denham Springs.
Tonight was a great night. I mean, we all got after and competed. I feel like we're going to have a great season and set the tone for summer.
Even out here tonight, everyone's working. No matter who you're with, great teamwork, great building. It's going to be a good overall season.
All right, tonight we had our first summer swarm. I thought it was a very successful night. You know, my 7 years here at Denham Springs is the first time we've done this. It's an accumulation of really, for me, the past 7 years, seeing these guys represent Denham Springs, be proud to wear purple and gold.
I think tonight was a big tell that we got a chance to be successful and continue to build this program because we got guys that weren't scared to compete, weren't scared to fight, and when the lights came on, they got better.
I never really did anything like that, especially not with a program, with any sports I've ever played, and it just really built us like as a brotherhood, and like it just helped us a lot, and we made friendships, and we even like made more friendships with people we've been around this whole time and never really talked to them. It just bonds us as a team.
Family on three! 1, 2, 3, family!
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Crank it up, crank it up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's go. Guys, we're cranking it up in here weight-wise. Guys, work hard today. Don't let anybody cheat. Make sure you push your teammates. Everybody understand? Yes, sir. Remember,
Hey, everybody give everything
you
they got.
can leave if you want.
Everybody give everything they got. Don't skip reps or leave.
Hey, let's get a family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family!
We really just move them around, get them kind of acclimated to back to waking up early, getting back on a schedule. Really, it just sets the tone and gets them back into routine because these kids need a routine. They need to know what they're doing, and they need to understand like we're not going to change a whole lot. We are who we are in the mornings. We're going to do what we got to do in the mornings, and we try to introduce a little bit of everything that they're going to see that summer, so they can have a true sample size on whether or not they want to make it through the summer and play here.
It's actually something that we wanted to instill this year with that summer swarm, coupled with that first week of, we don't cheat in the weight room. Without the weight room, nothing on the field matters. And, kind of setting the tone with that of, it's a little bit more intense that first week, a little bit lower weight, higher reps set scheme, but it's a very intense week.
The weight room's been great. We've had a lot of chippiness in it. Older guys doing their job, doing their part, making sure all the young guys have good form so they're not hurting themselves, making sure they're getting their reps in. It's been really great altogether.
So all DBs go in, linebackers and outside backers go down with the defensive linemen. We're going to go through our blitzes for about 5 minutes and we're done.
Getting back to a lot of stuff. I mean, we weren't starting at like the highest weight, but we're getting back to it. We're starting to bump up the weight a little bit and trying to get back to how we was before we started the summer.
It was a great first week, we're really building a team more, and it starts in the weight room. And then at the end of the day, we got to come together, and focus up as a group to make sure we, finish what Coach asked us to do out on the field and make sure we do it as a team.
Accountability is big within our program because, if we're not keeping each other accountable, then, we're not going to succeed. So if like a younger guy skipping reps, then that's just going to bleed onto all the younger guys. And if older guys skipping reps, that's going to set a standard that doesn't need to be set. So we're trying to set a good standard in the weight room and have leaders in there that are keeping everybody accountable and carrying them along and carrying them on their backs and showing them how it's done.
Let's go, let's go.
The whole way through the 50, and he's sprinting through the 40. Got it?
What the? Go! Ready? Go! Go! Go!
Hey, defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense!
Our energy is there, man. These kids are all in. They you have a 98% attendance rate, which is huge during the summer. You're talking 9 through 12. These kids they're in it together. This machine, when you build this machine, you want it to have the ability to run when even you step away or when you're not here. And I'm really blown away as a collective group, the leadership this group has, the camaraderie this group has. And they got a chance to be really special. Again, can you measure that in wins and losses? That's to be determined. But this group is really special. They're so much fun to be around. I will say this, I had more fun with them those first 6 days, those first 2 weeks, than I have really a group in a while. Because they've paid their dues. They've waited their turn, and they're embracing their opportunity.
Try to go up high with him. That's called what I say a forklift. All right? He can even use both hands. Again, if I walk in this kitchen and I'm like, Shaq, I'm about to cut you, it could be a double hand move, a double forklift.
Because we're missing some pulls. If we find somebody who wants to play smash mouth football with us, we'll choke down, okay? We'll even got some other fronts we're talking about.
King Sam, I see this. Pre-snap, what has to change? All right, you two now go out, and what has to change for the mic call? Okay, here's what we want.
Push.
Clear right there. Good, hat for a hat. Look, I need to hear you. You're the damn quarterback. I don't care if you're confident or not. You better be confident in front of these five. Yes, sir. Okay? Hey, Mike back! You need to let them know. They got to know.
Yes, sir.
Make the call.
Mike back! Ready. Go! Ready. Hurry up!
Go! I gotta get a turn. Go!
Pick it up!
Get your hips, Williamson.
Tag it. That's a touchdown.
Come here, Lombardi. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. Good job, you two. Good fight. Good job. All right, here we go. Go! Is the inside easier? Right to it.
Okay. They dodging. Straight up raise.
They dodging, you see. If we would have gone again, I would have gone 3-0.
Everybody else, we got our work tomorrow. Nice job. Talk to each other. See Coach White and them. Don't forget, come to my office and check out.
Hey, black shorts or your gray denim shorts. Everybody be here. If you're 707 before 9:45, ready to roll. Hey, good work today. Let's get a family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
We're mic'd up. We're mic'd. We're on the mic.
Okay, don't say stupid things.
Don't say stupid things today. Yeah, that was rude, dude. That was rude. I wasn't ready.
He's a quarterback. He's not supposed to catch.
50 Cent.
You say 50 Cent?
No, is it? I love it when you call me Big Pop.
It was a.
This was on Madden a couple years ago.
It was a good day.
It was on Madden.
It's Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube and Kevin Hart.
Y slides and F slides, so be ready for that. So if I say Y bunch, you're the point. F is behind. It could be F slide. It could be in bunch and run Y slide. All right, break it down. First up.
Everybody up! Let's get offense at 3. 1, 2, 3. Offense! Set.
Atta boy! Stay high!
Empty left, Y hang. H empty left, Y hang.
On Friday, right?
You got the flat. You're inside.
Hey, what do you think? To come back to me there or not? Stay high!
Hey, tag it up, tag it up, tag it up, tag it up, tag it up. Hey, good timing on it, good timing on it, just no way.
Friday. Start! Dude. Come on.
Hey, listen. Y bunch right. Y bunch right. Naked left. F slide.
Come back. Good job, y'all. Same thing that happened yesterday in practice. I told you it was going to be open. In the Chick-fil-A line, that same thing from yesterday going to be open. Touchdown. Good job, y'all. Good game. Good job, Coach.
You got close.
Good job, Big Womack.
You like it? Throw some more TDs, baby. Let's go.
Easy, you better stay.
Hey, Curry.
Friday. Say hi. Little stutter. My bad, I'll get you one for the end of the day, I promise. Man, I had 6 out there. I had to give him some head tap.
We're a little bit slow to start. Couldn't really figure out their defense at first, but then came back, reassessed some of the better routes we had, I guess. Fixed some missed opportunities by some people, but I mean, other than that, that was the first game. Second game, we ended up winning. Got a lot more people open, a lot more chemistry building up, just warming up, really.
Well, I just got in coverage and did my job, and then the ball came to me, so one at practice and then one out here, and I just want to do my best. Looking to improve just our coverages, make sure we're all doing our job, make sure we cover our guys good. Just being our best, you know, not making mental mistakes and stupid mistakes that were causes issues.
It's great. It's beautiful. It's a great field, you know. And I'm gonna get me a free little Canes deal from Mr. Lombardi. It's gonna be a great day. I like our communication and how we have got a lot of chippiness in us, and we got a lot of fight, all that. And I think we can improve. Just fight. I know we're chippy, but we got to finish the job all the time.
It was good because you know, I've been putting in work for 2 years, trying to move up the charts, and finally got the opportunity, and I made the most out of it.
All right, boys. We out here, 7 on 7. How's it going? Yes, sir. We're currently whooping butt.
Yes, we are. Tearing them up. You know, they're really not getting anything on us.
Here's our view right now. The twos are playing. We're sitting down on the bench.
Chilling away while the twos play.
Big Don, come here. Big John, how?
Oh, touchdown!
Woo!
Come on, boy!
I got that on camera! Big John, how was the lineman? How was the lineman thing? What'd y'all do?
No, Big John, what'd you do?
What'd you do? Oh, got him! Oh, got him!
That's what the real question is. It's all right.
I don't know if it's video on.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
You want... All right, guys. So how are we feeling after today's 7 on 7?
It's not over yet. We put the whooping on the first two teams. Got the twos in now, and
Actually, only half done.
we're gonna go put the whooping on the next two teams. Pretty much.
About to give him a little one hump, smack, a little 1-2 punch.
What about today, and how's your performance been?
Oh my God! Would you look at this guy?
He said job's not finished.
Turn the camera, turn the camera! Oh! Hey! I got that on camera!
That's so foul.
Here, Carson, what we got? Ooh, ooh.
Look at Josh!
Ooh, ooh.
Oh!
Touchdown, Giants! Let's go!
If you drop the third one, you're paying. If you drop the third one, he'll pay for it. Wait, come on.
Finally got one, boy.
But I thought you handled it quite well. A lot of good things football-wise, no doubt about it. Saw some things we got to clean up, saw some great things. When you have an opportunity to come out off that sideline and play for Denham Springs, you come off that sideline with an attitude and an energy that cannot be matched by anybody else. We know how we're going to do things. We don't do things like everybody else does. You know that, right? Am I clear on that, right?
Yes, sir.
We don't do things like everybody. When we come off these sidelines and we're playing for Denham Springs, we come off with juice and energy because this is our place. This is our game. And to earn the opportunity to beat Denham Springs and play for us has to mean something more to you than it's ever meant to you. Because when it's taken from you and it's over, it's over. So you've earned the opportunity to come off those sidelines. You've got to come off the sidelines like you've earned that. But we're going to bring it down a little bit tomorrow. We're going to work in the house right there in the weight room. We're going to come out. We're going to run 12 stadiums, and then we're going to clean this up. We're going to work on some run game offensively. We're going to clean this up, and we're going to get you out of here. You've had one hell of a week. Good?
Yes, sir.
All right, get a break. Make sure
Everybody up! Hey, good work today. I know it's hot. I know it's hard, but way to stay put. All right, let's go. Let's get a family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
You know, really pleased. I thought we started a little slow, but you know, you come out and you play your first one against Ponchatoula. It was a really good football team. You know, we finished with a tie there. I thought we got a lot better. I thought we got tired there at the end, but I tell you, our kids played hard today. They gave us everything. We got better.
What I really liked is our effort on the field. You know, like Coach said, we got to run on and off the field, which is like start with the little things, which is something I like. But other than that, I think we did really good defensively and offensively. It's been a good week in the weight room. We've been just grinding as a team and building a bond, a family bond, so it's been good.
I feel like our offense moved really well, really shocked a lot of people. We moved the ball, put up points, scored touchdowns about every drive, had a lot of deep balls that we connected on, and within the smaller routes, I mean, we connected and got upfield and really just ran the offense good as a whole. I told all the starting receivers today, I said, y'all are each going to get a touchdown pass, and I think most of them ended up with more than one touchdown pass. I know Puffer had 2, Bishop had 2, Colton had 2 or 3, and Tylen had 1 or 2. So I mean, we got the ball in their hands, and when I give the ball to my playmakers, they make plays.
I think we put in some things that we didn't have in the spring, which is good. We're using this as more of an install for the fall, and I thought that the guys really came and understood the offense. The execution was good. They were in the right places. I think we can make some throws, actually complete the execution of the throws better. But overall, I thought the receivers, tight ends, all the skill guys were in the right positions. Running backs did a really good job. We just got to get the ball to them a little bit better, a little bit quicker at times, but we'll get that. The quarterbacks are still learning, so there'll be a point where that comes around. Well, tomorrow we're really kind of moving in more into a run emphasis within the offense, so we're going to try to get that moving a little bit. We're going to really kind of emphasize what we're doing with the receivers in the run game as well, because a lot of times when we work run game, it's just the O-line and tight end. So we're going to get everybody else involved in that. And then really moving into next week, we're going to add a few plays and just try to expand upon the playbook a little bit and just keep getting better at the execution. It's all about execution. It has nothing to do with the play that's called. We call a play. They just got to find the right guy and actually complete the pass.
To beat Denham, you got to be special, and it's the little things that you know, give us our juice and give us our edge, and that's the way we come off the sideline. Because you come off the sideline ready to play, that's what it's about, and you come off ready to play. If you walk off the sideline or you stroll off the sideline, that's how you're going to play. We come out with an attitude and an edge, and that's something we're going to take back and get cleaned up this next week.
Burn right there. Good. See that?
So just, again, the way you approach when we're in the back and you're screwing off and looking that way, I may or may not always catch you doing that. You're right. I don't have to be a drill sergeant and freaking catch every little thing you do in life. I shouldn't have to. But ask yourself, are you approaching the mental rep as important as you are the physical rep? Look, great second week. What has to be better? Starting Monday. Effort, attitude, investment, blood, sweat, tears. Everything you pour in has got to be better. Continue to move forward. Be proud of what you've done. Don't be satisfied. You got a lot of damn life in front of you, a lot of life in this season in front of you. Seniors, raise your hand. One last week of summer. One last week is gone. Okay, so just, again, how you approach that's important. Make sure you take care of yourself this weekend. Be smart, be safe, make smart decisions. Get to know each other. If y'all don't hang out with each other and guys that you don't normally associate with, start doing stuff together. Go to Top Golf.
Everybody up! Hey, good day today. Way to finish the week. Let's get an offense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Offense!
Full claw. Wrap it in. It doesn't directly have to be on your bicep because it exposes it. right inside your bicep. We do what? Tuck the elbow, right? Close the back door. Go check.
You know, you talk about building great men in a program. That was two great men. They really did everything I asked of them.
You know, with Ray and Cam, you got guys that were, you know, never troublemakers, always going to do the right thing, always going to work hard here at Denham and then away from the school on their own. And they were guys that, you know, Cam played 4 years. He started a little bit his freshman year, a few games, and ended up playing the next 3. And then Ray came in as a sophomore and played a lot and, you know, had a few miles on him, you know, took a lot of reps and went through some really, really bad times and some really, really good times. You know, Cam was a part of that 1-9 team, and they were both part of the 1-8 team the next year, sophomores. But they got a lot of reps and grew as players, and, you know, replacing them is going to be tough, but I think we have a good core nucleus to do that. You know, they taught those younger guys how to be leaders the past few years.
I learned a lot from them. I learned how, because I was coming from playing Slifer, and Slifer in high school is a totally different game. And they showed me how to run the ball, how to wait, look for the reads, look for your cuts, and don't be patient when you're running the ball. So I feel like I learned a lot from them.
Yeah, they set a really great example on what to do, how to act, especially in, you know, dire situations when game's on the line and you got to really focus up and show what kind of an athlete you are and what kind of person you are. But they really showed us how to be, you know, a really good, like, visual learner. Like, sometimes you just have to sit back and let somebody else do it so you can realize how to get better at your job.
And they taught us a lot, you know, they taught me a lot too. Like, it was always like nice being able to watch them in front of us, and even like outside of the field, the way they carried themselves and stuff like that. And like when we had big games, like playoff games, and the way they stayed calm and performed at their best in those hard situations, it inspired me a lot too.
They set a very good example and foundation for us. Me and Grant coming in as sophomores, it taught us a lot about how to act and how to pay attention and learn the plays, because we didn't know much about the plays and stuff. So they taught us how to do everything. And outside of football, we would have these team dinners where we go eat, and they kind of like helped us all get closer together. Cam was super funny, Ray was really nice, and I'm trying to be, my goal is to be like how Ray was.
And that's just something not to talk about football, but just life, just be together. You know, they'll come to my parents' house and eat as a kickoff for the Jamboree week, and then throughout the playoffs, they go to my parents' house to eat, you know, whether it's gumbo or jambalaya or something like that. But just to build that camaraderie, and Ray and Cam and the guys even before them left that leadership quality with this new group coming up and those seniors.
So RJ fits the mold of Cam a lot to me, reminds me a lot of Cam. So what a great, you know, role model, a great experience he got to have being with Cam for these years, to embrace, you know, embrace the suck, embrace the school of hard knocks, fight through it like a young man, and then when your opportunity comes, take advantage of it.
You know, RJ can be special. You know, arguably he is, the past few years, the only 5A running back we have. You know, Cam and Ray were a little undersized for this level, and then you have RJ, you know, a 5'10", 220-pound running back who can still run a little bit and move in between the tackles and outside the tackles. And, you know, he's a special kid. He's kind of had to sit behind those two, you know, while getting, you know, reps here and there. And last year he rushed for right at 500 yards. You know, he had a big game the first round of the playoffs. In the second half, you know, he was able to rush for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. And took a lot of reps on JV the past few years and kind of took his lumps and learned how to play the game the way we played at Denham Springs, and that's being physical, and he is that guy.
Last year, I took in like just the way varsity is as a whole. Like, it's different from JV. I played JV and varsity. It was two different things every other night. So when I played JV, I took some of the stuff from there and implemented it with varsity. We have a lot of speed backs, receiving backs. I feel like we can catch the ball better than last year. We got a lot of people that can catch the ball, run the ball, and like do multiple things.
But then you got somebody like Byers, you know, coming in with him, and Brenton Paul coming in with him. We really love this group. I don't know, you know, Byers probably gives us the closest to Ray as far as a dude that can break away and make the big play and run away from people.
Hudson, I feel like he brings speed. He's speedy and he has power, and he can also catch the ball because they put him at wide receiver and he came back to running back. So I feel like he can catch the ball. And Brenton Paul, he's a good cutting back. He can catch the ball too. So as a whole, I feel we can catch the ball good and we can run the ball good.
You know, Brent and Paul would be next, but the three of them are really going to fit as we go through some growing pains with our O-line, as we get them caught up to speed and comfortable and experienced. We got three running backs that's going to be really great for that O-line, and really excited to see them come together and push each other and compete with each other, because that's one thing they needed to learn from Ray and Cam was, you know, embrace the competition. You know, 1As and 1Bs, you're both starters, you're both studs, and they have to embrace that and buy in just like those two did.
I want to be a lot stronger as an athlete, and I want to be a lot stronger as a vocal leader, because my goal is to not only help myself improve, but I want to help my team improve, because in the end goal is we all get better. Like everybody says, it's the road to state, you know. You don't get there one person, you get there as a group. So I'm pretty versatile. I say I'm pretty good with the pass game, and it's not that, you know, it's just one-sided things. Most of the time, as a running back, you have to be able to do both, but I'd say I'm pretty good at versatile at doing both sides, catching and running.
Hudson Byers is a kid who's more of our speed guy. He can catch out the backfield. We can line him up at receiver. You know, he can take an outside zone and hit the edge and take it up the sideline for 6. But he can also run in between the tackles. You know, he's not a small kid. He's a very, very hard worker. You know, the kid's a student of the game. You know, he loves being out here, loves every bit of his teammates. You know, he'll do anything for them, not a selfish kid, you know. And he's someone that's going to get a lot of good reps and be kind of that lightning to RJ's thunder. Then you have a young kid in Brent and Paul, who's going to be a sophomore, who, me personally, I think he's a mixture between the two. You know, he's in between RJ and Hudson as far as size goes, but he can still catch out the backfield. He can run in between the tackles, and once he really learns how to play at the 5A level, you know, coming off that freshman season, he's going to be a special running back coming out of Denham Springs, who I think has every ability of anyone we've had since we've been here.
It's been going good. I've been learning a lot from the older guys and stuff, and even last year I learned a lot. And I'm trying to kind of apply that to this year and kind of use my role as a bigger leader this year, and being more accountable for the team and stuff like that. So trying to get bigger, trying to make more accomplishments in the weight room, and just learning from people in front of me, and try to set an example for other people too that's even below me, and just try to make them better. I'll say I'm a little speedy, and you know, I have to lower my shoulder when I have to, and sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, but I'm just trying to get better and, you know, build on that.
Two other ones that we got in the rotation right now, Slade Dago and Grant Crane. You know, you get hard-working kids, a little bit undersized in Slade, but he arguably is the fastest one we have in the backfield. You know, he can catch balls at the backfield. Receiver his whole life. We moved him to running back last spring. Very, very hard worker, two-sport athlete, plays baseball as well, so he has very, very good hand-eye coordination. You know, he's had a big 7-on-7 tour so far this summer, last week with our first one, and you know, he's a great kid, hard-nosed kid, tough, always been, you know, like I said, kind of undersized, but he's not afraid to put his nose in there and fight for those extra yards. And then you got Grant Crane, who to me had the best off-season of any kid in our program. I mean, in the weight room, he's gotten tremendously stronger. You know, he's taken his bench from 205 pounds to 255 pounds. He's taken his clean from, you know, 200 pounds to 245 pounds. You know, he's squatting over 400 now. And he's more of our guy I think could be a fullback type player for us. You know, he's not really your traditional ball carrier, but handing him a trap or a belly and letting him get 3 yards, 4 yards, and fighting on the goal line and going to kick people out and isoing up on middle linebackers, I think he is that type of back for us.
Personally, I just want to get more comfortable out there playing, you know, with my teammates, being comfortable with them. I want to definitely get some yards, some big time touchdowns and things like that. Yeah, we're all really close, and it's going to be really fun to play with all of them. I think just having the close bond and everything is going to make us better.
My goal is to gain weight and get bigger, because I'd say I'm pretty fast, and I'm able to get through holes, cut quick. And if I just put on a little more weight, then I'll be able to go through, like, be able to run through more people and be harder for people to stop me. I'd say I'm more of an elusive, quick kind of guy. I can go into the slot if I need to and run some routes, catch balls. And I'm pretty quick, so I'm more like a elusive back.
I feel like this group has really done a good job of carrying on what they set, the foundation they set. and they're doing a really good job of, I mean, just getting to work and getting everything done as they should be. So.
You know, really it's just them coming together as a collective running back room. You know, I think they, like I said, have a great foundation from the leaders before them, but only to get better as running backs, get better at our craft, you know, be able to protect the ball. You know, I'm real big on the meat and potatoes, I call it. You know, the running back position hasn't changed a bunch over the years. It's, you know, you might catch a few more passes out the backfield, especially with our offense now, but as far as the longevity of running backs and being able to take a pounding and still keep going, or be unselfish and have that next guy get a few reps here and there to give you a little break, you know, I think collectively getting all that going and just, you know, like I said, getting better at our craft this summer, making sure we're doing the right thing, making sure we're getting better in the weight room, getting faster during conditioning. I think that's the keys for our running backs to have a really, really special season.
We got a great bond. We've known each other for a while. We do things outside of football, and I feel like, you know, we can always bring each other up no matter what happens, no matter like how anything goes. We can always help each other out, and if something happens with me or something bad happens for me, they can, you know, complement that and make it better for the team.
We're all like super close to each other, and we all like to make each other laugh, and like we'll be together just cutting jokes. We'll hang out sometimes, you know, just being friends.
What really excited me is that, you know, it's not that it's just one person. You know, you got 3-4 people rotating in, so when I'm down or I'm not having a good day, I know that I got 2 brothers that'll have my back no matter what. And if they're doing bad, I know that I'll get to have their back.
Oh, man. He's not good. I'm the best. Coach Cab wants me. Coach Cab.
Got him. Congrats on the first touchdown, Gold. Got him, Colin. First touchdown. Got him.
DSTV's production of Summer Season is brought to you by The Block Nutrition. Tired and drained after a hot summer day? Come to The Block Nutrition for a refreshing, loaded tea or hydration, because The Block is always hot.